Well, hello, man. How you doing today? This is Patrick A. McCarthy, and I got another message for you. And the message is today, guys, men, be kind to yourself. Why? I'm going to tell you a story another story, but be kind to yourself because just right now, I want you to realize with the story, we're gonna learn something. Okay? I was 14. Again, 14. Oh, yeah. It was quite a year, 14. 14 years old. And I have a brother. Oh, I have seven, but I had one that was 2 years older than I was. And he and I had difficulty when we were younger. He said, Patrick, I have my 10-speed bike. Don't touch it while I'm gone. So he left with friends. I don't know if he had friends or anything, but he left. He was gone. And the first thing I said, I will use that bike when I want. So at 14, I got on the bicycle. And where we were living at the time, it was on a little knoll. So as soon as I got on the bike, it was going downhill a little. So I was okay. And then it went on a secondary road. Okay. And the secondary road had a descent, like down a hill. And at the bottom of the hill was the main road. So imagine this. I get on the bike, cocky, like no one's going to tell me what to do at 14. It starts going, cool. Then it gets on the secondary road, and then it goes start going downhill. So then it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny, but it wasn't funny at the time. I press on the brakes because a normal bike for a younger kid is the brakes. No, excuse me. What am I talking about? I pressed on the brakes with my feet. And I was going, and with 10-speed bike, it just keeps on going like this. And I said, oh my God, there's no brakes. And I find it funny because the brakes, as you know, are here, but I didn't know that existed. So I had a decision to make. I'm gaining speed. And imagine this, I'm thinking of this. If I continue down this hill, I'm going to hit the highway and I'm going to hit a car and I'm going to be killed. That is what I was thinking about. And then next, Patrick, you don't have a choice. You have to have an accident. Go in the ditch. So I basically forced myself to have an accident in the ditch before I got to the main road. Well, I did. I said, let's go. And I was scraped up and the bike was scraped a little too. I walked the bike back up the hill because I didn't know how to drive it. I put it where it was and I didn't say a word to Larry, my brother, and he never said anything to me either. But with that story, I want to tell you something. How often do you not know something? You did not know something? You did not know how you said something and you did not know the reaction that would come from it. And you beat yourself up nonstop because of what happened. Imagine now, listen, go back to my story. One, I didn't even know that you could brake by the handlebar. I was, I had never ridden a bicycle like that. So yes, I was frustrated that I had an accident, but was I angry that I did not know? No, no, because I often say this, Patrick A. McCarthy, it's my first time on earth. And it's the first time you, as your name, you're on earth as well. So there's a lot of things you're trying, trial and error. And if it's trial and error and you did not know, well, now you get feedback of what that could happen. So if it created a problem, what you did, but you didn't know, Well, then just say sorry, but don't beat yourself up on it. Don't go for 10 years. Oh, look what I did. No, give yourself a break because it's your first time as, like me, Patrick A. McCarthy on this earth. So, how often do we, again, beat ourselves up nonstop after years of it happening? And we forget that maybe we didn't know that that would happen. And you have to do something to experience it. That's the real reason why we're on earth. And I've already told you, is to experience life. Because as we experience life, we grow as people. And we're going to screw up because we didn't come on this earth with a guide. Basically, we're trying, trial and error. So that was what I did. Trial and error. And it's a cute story, but it was not cute at the time. I was 14. I was scared to death. I was going to die. So to throw myself at a good speed in a ditch, I needed to be really scared. Okay. So how often are we being angry at ourselves, not forgiving ourselves for something we did not know? Okay. Hopefully this helps you because it has helped me. Often I've said, this is my first time on earth. So I will apologize if I need to apologize, but I will not beat myself up. If they don't, example, if they don't accept my apology, I'm going to say, I'm going to let go. And I'm going to, okay, it is what it is. But I'm a better person because of this. Because one, I did something I did not know how it would turn out. It created a problem. I apologized. I was sincere. They didn't want to accept the apology. Well, then I got to let go. It is what it is and move on with my life. Okay? Because it's my first time as this person on earth. Okay, I'm not talking about, oh, I've had 7 lives on earth as different people. No, as this person, who I am today, it's my first time. It's your first time too, as who you are. Okay, so call to action. Okay, number one, focus on, sit down with yourself and focus on where have you where have you where have you acted, what have you done, and that you didn't know. Uh, you didn't know something. You didn't know how they would react. You didn't know what would happen. And you did it. And now you know. And it might be a mistake. And hello, trial and error, we're making a lot of mistakes in life. That's what life is. It's trying something to realize, does it bring us what we want? And if it doesn't, well, then that's an experience. Apologize to if it involves another person that you needed to apologize to. Don't have a problem with that. But after, it is what it is and move on with life. Too many of us guys, we are focusing on screw ups we've done in the past, and we're not giving ourselves a break. And we had to go through that to know it would be a screw up. So don't, just like anything, like a divorce, like I'm going through a divorce right now. And had I known, this is my first divorce, I keep on saying. This is the first woman I was actually married to. So for all the screw ups I did, I gotta give myself, some slack. Okay? Because I didn't know. I didn't know what I was doing. And now I do. Now, that's why we say in English, hindsight is 2020. So call to action. Number one, focus in on your life. What are some things you've done in your life that you really didn't know? And uh, you basically were done. You were basically feeling bad about it. Okay? You've been beating yourself up for a long time. Well, let go and move on and give yourself some slack. I didn't know that would happen, but now I do, and I have experience, so I've grown from it. Not to do that again, but for the first time, come on, I'm going to let go of that. It's true. What did Patrick's saying? It's my first time as this person on earth. I did not know some things before. So you're going to make mistakes. And that's part of living, making mistakes and growing from these mistakes. Okay. Call action number 2, if again you find this has value for you and help me grow this channel and also get notification when the next video comes out, could you please click subscribe on this channel? With having said that, I'm going to say peace and love, and I wish you the best, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye-bye.